After an insane game against the Buffalo Bills this past weekend, Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs offense are hitting their stride. Hit the intro.
Perfect.
It was an absolutely crazy division round weekend as we saw all four matchups come down to the final play of regulation. 3 game-winning field goals and an overtime touchdown between the Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills to send the Chiefs to the conference championship to defend their AFC Championship title against the underdog Cincinnati Bengals. And this past weekend, if it showed anything, is that the Kansas City Chiefs are absolutely back. This offense is hitting their stride. They've taken things up from 4th to 5th gear and beyond. And the Kansas City Chiefs are honestly on fire right now. Their offense has been absolutely ridiculous. Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce are absolute monsters. Between the two of them, 411 receiving yards, 4 touchdowns on 29 catches does that duo have. The running game is getting going. Clyde Edwards-Helaire looks explosive. Darrell Williams should be back for the conference championship. That nice 1-2 punch tandem coming out of the backfield. And heck, getting even running back Jerick McKinnon involved this past week opened up the passing game even more. The offensive line also hitting their stride, making some big plays and keeping Patrick Mahomes protected. And speaking of Patrick Mahomes, he is leading all quarterbacks this postseason in passing yards, along with 8 touchdowns. Mahomes has been absolutely on fire these past couple of weeks. The Kansas City Chiefs, again, have just begun to hit their stride, and they are playing their most explosive football on the offensive side of things when they need to be. This is becoming no longer Showtime Kansas City Chiefs. This is becoming playoff Patrick Mahomes show, honestly, because this man has taken this offense to another level, and it's kind of like they were coasting during the regular season. It's almost like they didn't want to go into their bag so much during the regular season to get some wins, as they knew by the time they reached the postseason that they were going to be hitting heavy. They were going to be not pulling their punches anymore. They were going to be doing everything they possibly can to make up for last year's Super Bowl loss of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who found themselves exiting the playoff picture after an insane game against the Los Angeles Rams, where Cooper Kupp just came in clutch on that final drive with 2 huge catches to set up the field goal for Matt Gay to send the Rams back to SoFi Stadium and back to the conference championship. But this video is about the Kansas City Chiefs, and it's also about their opponent, the Cincinnati Bengals. On the defensive side of things, the Kansas City Chiefs have not quite been what they've been playing as far as peak football that we saw during the regular season. Honestly, I feel like they've left some plays out there on the field, aren't quite capitalizing the way that they were during a solid 7-game winning streak during the regular season. However, this defensive line has an amazing opportunity this week up against a Cincinnati Bengals offensive line that last week against the Tennessee Titans allowed Joe Burrow to get sacked 9 times. And understandably, the Tennessee Titans have an amazing pass rush with guys like Jeffrey Simmons and Bud Dupree and Harold Landry, but the Chiefs have a nice trio of pass rushers as well, and Frank Clark, Melvin Ingram, as well as the all-pro defensive tackle Chris Jones. I feel like this trio is going to be eating up they're going to be eating up Joe Burrow, and defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo is going to be reaching into his bag to show every type of blitz combination and every type of package to Joe Burrow that he might be unfamiliar with or uncomfortable with. And I'm really excited to see what the Chiefs are going to bring to the table this upcoming Sunday. I think it's going to be an exciting matchup to see what Joe Burrow can do against a veteran, very savvy defensive coordinator, a very savvy game plan in what Steve Spagnuolo is going to bring to the table. Offensively, Andy Reid has this offense chugging along. I'm really excited to see what both sides are going to bring to this game, honestly. But there's one major factor that I don't think enough people are talking about when it comes to the Bengals, as they are +4 in the turnover differential. While the Bengals' playoff success has not necessarily been as flashy or sexy as what the Chiefs have done, putting up 42 points per game, the Cincinnati Bengals defense has found a way by making some very key turnovers at very important times. 4 interceptions and a fumble recovery just in these past 2 playoff games means this Cincinnati Bengals defense is coming to play. They are going to take their opportunities. However, Honestly, this Kansas City Chiefs offense might just be way too much for this Cincinnati Bengals unit to handle. In this matchup, we've got a lot of interesting 1v1s, right? Obviously, the two quarterbacks, Joe Burrow and, of course, Patrick Mahomes, 1v1. You've got the head coaches, the young, up-and-coming Zach Taylor for the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the veteran offensive guru and Andy Reid. Defensively, you've got Steve Spagnuolo trying to shut down guys like Joe Mixon, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, and of course, again, the quarterback in Joe Burrow. Seeing what Zach Taylor is going to bring to the table to maybe offset the experience of Steve Spagnuolo is going to be really important. Honestly, I want to see what the Cincinnati Bengals are going to do. How are they going to reach into that bag, right? See what they've got stored away in the playbook to see if there's going to be anything that's going to succeed against some very blitz-heavy, very aggressive combinations that Steve Spagnuolo is going to be bringing to the table. I'm really excited to see what we've got in this matchup. I have a lot of faith in the experience of the Kansas City Chiefs. They've been here, done that. What is it now? Their fourth in a row AFC Championship appearance, if I'm not mistaken. Been to the Super Bowl the last 2 times, and they're looking for their 3rd straight appearance, their 2nd Super Bowl victory in as many years. Honestly, this is going to be an exciting one. I'm really excited to see what we've got here. Maybe the budding of 2 quarterbacks that we've been missing out of the AFC ever since Peyton Manning and Tom Brady have, well, left or retired. So, really interested to see what's going to happen in this matchup. Really excited. I think the Chiefs' kingdom, however, Arrowhead Stadium is going to be the decisive X factor in this matchup. The decibel levels are going to be off the chain. It's going to be incredibly loud. It's going to be incredibly tough to play in if you're an opposing play caller, if you're opposing quarterbacks, you're the opposing offense. The crowd factor at Arrowhead is unlike any other, and playoff Arrowhead is going to be loud. It's going to be vicious. It's going to be ruckus. Man, I just want to see what this Bengals team is really going to do in response, right? I really want to see how the younger units are going to respond to that noise. The last time these two teams met, heck, it was in Cincinnati, which can be a rougher, more wild crowd, but it is nothing like Arrowhead. It is nothing like the Chiefs' Kingdom. It is nothing like the Red Kingdom, so to speak. So, really interested to see what the Bengals are going to do in this matchup. Heck, let's just transition right to the pick. I think that, honestly, in this matchup, it is going to be the experience factor over the youth factor. And I'm going to be taking the Kansas City Chiefs in this matchup. I think Mahomes and company are going to have a big day. I think Andy Reid and company are going to have them incredibly prepared for this matchup. And I am taking the Chiefs all the way to make it to another Super Bowl. And the other matchup that we've got this week, we've got the Los Angeles Rams hosting the San Francisco 49ers. I don't think anybody expected this 49ers team to go quite this far. The last time these two teams met in SoFi Stadium, the San Francisco 49ers pulled off an amazing upset to send themselves into the playoffs in the first place. But I'm going to be taking the Los Angeles Rams in this one. This offense is playing its best football right now. The defense is absolutely stacked with talent, and San Francisco, honestly, is just dealing with some injuries. They are sore. They are hurting along the way. Give me the Rams once again in this matchup. Really excited for Conference Championship weekend. There's going to be a lot to look forward to amazing football games that we have on the slate here. And I'm really excited to see who the heck is going to be going to the Super Bowl this season. So with the long rant out of the way, thank you so much for watching the video this week. I really love and appreciate all the support you guys are giving me, watching the content, liking, and heck, even sometimes commenting. Let me know what you want me to talk about in the next video coming up. We're going to have the Pro Bowl coming up at some point very soon. So, heck, if there's something more interesting that you want me to talk about for that week, heck, I think I'll take it. So drop your recommendations down in the comments section below. I will absolutely be taking them under advisement. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and of course get the bell on to know every single time I'm dropping a video. My name is Tristan Blake Rines. I'm going to catch you in the next one. Adios.